Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Just Jack. Just Jack is a subsidiary or branch of the perfume house of Sterling. House of Sterling is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, perfume house from United Arab Emirates, from Middle East, and they've been around for many years, and they have 12-13 perfume brands under the name, so they are a very big company. This Just Jack, I think they have at least about 60-70 perfume only in their names. I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and for the price they are very affordable, very reasonably priced, and they are very accessible, and they are a very good quality for what you pay and what you get. So this one in particular is called Just Jack Mistica, is EDP 100 ml. United Kingdom you can find it under £30, sometimes under £40, but for the price I paid for it, because I paid less than that because I bought it from eBay seller, and it's a bargain for that price I paid for it. So I think retails for £75, but you can find it discounted if you do your research. The only thing is this one in particular is not easy to find in United Kingdom. I searched it before I do this video, and only one or two places came up, so they are not readily available for some reason. So if you are interested, you can go check it out, Google it, see if it comes up and how much it is in your area where you're living. So first thing first, presentation wise, it's very nice, very thick, as you can see, big box, very thick cardboard. Is quite nice in the hand, it's quite nice on when you see it in the hand, and its quality. The bottle itself is quite nice, but the only thing is this one in particular, the atomizer was leaking a little bit, so that's a little bit of disappointing thing. But overall it's a nice presentation when you open it, when you see it. In terms of longevity, this one on my skin, but put this in mind that at the moment we are in the middle of a heat wave in United Kingdom, in London. Today, for example, it is going to go over 30 degrees again, and in this heat I had, when I tested it, on my skin went over 6 hours easy. Over t-shirt went easily over 8 hours. So even the very high heat and the humidity right now, it performed quite well. So imagine in the winter, in the cold weather, this will exceed that, so it will perform better than this. So on my skin went easily over 6 hours, but don't forget at the moment we are in the middle of summer, middle of heat wave, and on the t-shirt over 8 hours easy. The next day I woke up, I could still smell it on the t-shirt, so it's a very good performer. In terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around an hour to an hour and a half, and then slowly subside. But it was have a medium bubble, medium cloud, and a medium trail. I went with 10 sprays of it, and that was very loud and very good projector. This one overall is very noticeable when you walk around. People definitely will smell you. So who's it for? Definitely I would say mature. I would say at least 25 years and older, and if not 30 years and older, because the composition of this perfume is quite mature, is classical, a little bit on the classical side of things, and also the composition is very powdery, and that powderiness of it makes it quite mature. In terms of gender, I would say this is bang in the middle of unisex. Anybody can wear it, ladies and men, no problem. But overall, it leans a little bit on the feminine side because of that huge powdery aspect of this fragrance. And in terms of occasion, this is very versatile. You can dress up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual. You can wear it to a wedding, to a special ceremony, or you can wear it to work and gym. But the thing is, be careful, because it's very powdery. It could potentially put some people off, especially if you go heavy on the trigger. And in terms of season, this is better suited for cooler weather because of the depth and complexity it has. I would say in the high heat it'd be a little bit cloying, because I was testing it at the moment in the middle of heat wave, in the middle of summer. It was a little bit on the cloying side, especially that huge powderiness of it. So I would say better suited for autumn, spring and winter rather than summer. So let's get to the perfume itself. This perfume is quite complex, quite layered, definitely on the mature side, definitely on the sophisticated side, definitely on the mysterious side of things. It's quite earthy, it's very powdery, it's quite sweet, it's got that sweet and sour feel to it, sweet and bitterness to it as well, and that makes it on the mature side. I think a person who has been around perfumes for longer, you will appreciate this better than a youngster. And also this is quite a particular taste. This is quite an acquired taste. It's not everybody's cup of tea. This is not a typical easygoing perfume. It is rather particular for particular taste, and that's up to you to know which taste you're in, if it's suited for you or not. I'm going to describe it but as much as I can, but at the end of the day you need to know what camp you're in. This is one of those perfume definitely will polarize, so you'll have two camps. One camp, they say this is the best thing ever, the other camp say, oh my god, what the hell is this, I don't want to smell it. So it is very polarizing because of that complexity of this fragrance. So it opens up with a big citrus. The citruses in here, to my nose, is a lemon bergamot combination, but they get lost quite quickly because there are so many heavy hitters in here, especially patchouli. The patchouli in here is a variety of chocolatey, earthy, damp and leafy, quite camphorous, quite smell of a little of like a dampiness to it as well, and very very earthy in the same time. So you need to like this kind of patchouli to enjoy it. If you don't like that kind of patchouli, this will definitely will put you off, because it's unapologetically loud. The patchouli in here from beginning to end, you always notice it. The other big player in here is the powderiness of this fragrance. It's very very powdery from beginning to end. It's always powdery. The powderiness mainly coming from two big players, which is musk and vanilla. So the musk and vanilla in here, they are very powdery, and they go almost to the realm of baby powder. So it is very powdery. So in the scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the powderiest perfume ever, this is around 7 to 8. So it is quite powdery. So you need to like your powdery perfumes to enjoy it. There is no escape from the powdery and dustiness of this fragrance. So the vanilla in here giving it that sweetness, plus a little bit of fruity, not dark, but what do you call it, dry fruitiness aspect to this fragrance. So you're getting a little bit of dry fruit feel, little bit of that sweetness coming from the vanilla. The vanilla in here is very smooth, it's very rounded, but in the same time it's very very powdery, and it's a sweet one. As I said, there is a feel of sweet and sour, or sweet and bitterness to this perfume. So again, you need to like this kind of, so it's not straight sweet, it is rather than sweet sour or sweet and bitter feel to it. There are some floral aspect to this fragrance, which there are big florals in here, but the florals are, funny enough, they're not the biggest player. The biggest player are the vanilla, the musk, the powderiness of this fragrance, the patchouli, or the earthiness and the chocolatiness of the patchouli, and then you'll get the floral. The florals are after these things, and the florals are a combination of rose, jasmine, and also we'll be getting peony in here. So the peony, jasmine and rose in here, giving it that floral feel, but to be honest with you, is a quite a nondescript feel to it, because it's neither side of the rose or neither side of the white florals like jasmine. So it is amalgamation of the both, so you don't feel them per se like distinctly this is white floral or this is rose, but nevertheless the feel of it is there, so you can feel them all together. There is a woody aspect to this fragrance which is quite realistic. It's like a wood chippy, wood shavy. It's like you chop the tree and you smell that tree, quite a fresh chopped tree feel to it. So it's very, very feel of realistic woodiness to this, and that woodiness is combination of cedar sandalwood. So cedar sandalwood giving it that woodiness which is quite clean, but nevertheless it is quite big. So it's a big player in here as well, especially in the dry down. It gets stronger and stronger, but the powderiness, it never goes away from the beginning to end. You always have the powderiness and the dustiness, and also the earthiness of the patchouli, the vanilla, the musk, all these things giving it that beautiful powderiness, which I personally love. My wife, although she loves powdery perfume, for some reason she didn't care for this one. She said there's something in here that it puts her off, and I think I know what it is. It's the vanilla in here. So the vanilla in here is a variety of vanilla that she doesn't enjoy in some perfumes, because in this one is very, very dominant. She can smell the vanilla very, very loudly, and also very dominant player in here. That's why she didn't care for it that much. But overall she said it's a nice perfume, but it's not for her. I personally think this is a very good perfume. The only thing is not everybody's cup of tea. So it's not everybody's cup of tea, and that is because of that huge aspect of patchouli, vanilla, musk, and earthiness in here. So these three, and also there is an aspect of spiciness to this fragrance which they're not mentioning at all. I'm guessing there is some sort of a spice like a cinnamon nutmeg combination, but they're not a huge player. They are in the background mostly. So this is the story of this fragrance. Overall, I'll just give you a recap what to expect from this fragrance. So overall, this is very woody, which is a combination of cedar sandalwood, but they're quite clean, but they're very realistically there, and they're quite strong, especially in the base, especially in the dry down. The patchouli is one of the biggest player here, and the patchouli in here is a variety of chocolatey, earthy, quite damp, quite leafy, quite camphorous feel to it as well. The white florals and the rose, jasmine, and peony in here giving an overall a floral feel, but they are not a huge player. They are mostly in the background. And the warm spiciness, which is come from the nutmeg and cinnamon combination, but again they are in the background rather than the forefront. This got a little bit of freshness to it overall, but overall this is a quite a deep, dense, thick and complex perfume. There is a amber accord in here which they're not mentioning again, but to my nose it's a very deep, dark and spicy and gooey and sticky amber in here as well. And don't forget there's an aspect of powdery and dustiness to this fragrance. It's quite earthy and a little bit of balsamicness overall to it as well. So if you like the description of this perfume, you'll enjoy it, but this is not a blind buy safe. So although the price is not very expensive, you can find it easily under £40, sometimes even under £30, and for that price it's quite good, for at least for my taste, for my age, for my experience. But it's not everybody's cup of tea, so you need to know if you like it or not, because this is an acquired taste. Not everybody's cup of tea. This is definitely not a crowd pleasing. This is definitely not a people's pleaser. This is not even easygoing in many ways. So that's why it makes it a category of perfumes is quite particular taste. So if you have that taste, yes please. If you don't have that taste and you don't know if it's your it could be blind buy risky for you. But overall, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed it. I think in winter this will exceed, both in terms of performance and in terms of the smell, because this is better suited and designed for cooler weather. So I'm going to wear it in winter, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it much more than I enjoyed it in the summer. And that's why I completely recommend it if you like this kind of fragrances. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, you think this video helped you in some ways, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. Amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. and also to help me challenge the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big players getting bigger and richer, and the small players getting smaller and poorer, and they're getting pushed out, and I'm one of them. If you don't help me with your finger hitting these things, thank you for your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your shares, thank you for your subscription. If you are already subscribed, thank you very much for your help, and this way I can stay in this endeavor and survive for longer. And if you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That gives them the huge personality, very massive, very big, very bold, very artistic. They are ultra beast mode, and they are very, very, they're like time capsule. They take different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Also, other reviewers reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out if you're interested. I put one spray of one of my perfumes, which is called Persian Summer, on my chest, and I just feeling the room at the moment is so loud and big. Okay guys, thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye. See you later.